Hey guys, it's Jet, not Jackson. Just wanted to clarify that. And I wanted to let you know that we are so excited for you to be listening to DUNCH. All right, this is episode 1, and as you're gonna find out later on, this is technically our 9th episode, which is also false. What it really is actually our 10th episode, but so I said it was the 9th episode. It's actually the 10th episode. In reality, episode 1 was lost to the sands of time. So episode 2 is kind of our first episode that we have at least recorded. So the second episode 1 would be this one. Episode 1 was never recorded. Episode 2 is named Pilot, not to be confused with this, which is the actual first episode, but was recorded in the order that would make it the 10th episode. So if that better be clear, and if it's not clear, I'm not sorry. I just wanted to let you know that's how it is. But welcome to DUNCH. We take questions, we answer them, we go off on different rabbit holes, or if you're Jackson, the co-host, he is he would say rabbit trails, as you will find out. But basically, welcome to the show. We got a theme song. It's super cool. Thank you, Joshua Simpson, for making that for us. And yeah. Here's a show. Also, something you should know is that Linner editions of DUNCH, Linner editions such as this one, the first Linner edition, which is also the first episode, are going to be a little more explicit than your average DUNCH episode, which is safe to air on the radio, which also does air on the radio. So it may not always abide by FCC guidelines, but we've never been called out on it, and we hope that it stays that way. And I have one last thing for you guys. We also want to clarify that when it comes to Linner editions, they are not by any means tied to our radio station. Okay, this is just purely the two personalities that appear on the radio. So, yes, while it is still under the same name of DUNCH and it will be uploaded to the same platforms, it is not condoned by our radio station. They don't know that we're doing this. If they do know, it's okay, but we just wanted to let you know that this is kind of like a little bonus when you find Linner editions. So, we are not tied to the radio station. They should not be affected by what we are doing here, because I just wanted to let you know we are not representing them when it comes to Linner editions. All right, without further ado, I've been talking for about 3 minutes, just adding extras. So here's our theme song, and enjoy.
Are you ready for the show?
Well, first official bonus episode, huh?
First official bonus episode.
It is not Tuesday at 3 when we normally record. Tuesday at 3 would obviously be classified as DUNCH time. This is not DUNCH time, but we are recording, and so I think we're going to call these segments Linner.
Linner.
It's kind of the opposite of DUNCH.
Yeah, not quite dinner, not quite lunch. You know? I don't know. It's a new take on it. It's a different way of looking at things.
I don't think anybody's ever thought about it in that way before, and that's what makes it so revolutionary, if you ask me.
I feel like I've actually had the question from somebody where it's like, why didn't you call it Linner?
Oh, yeah, well, everybody, when you hear why we named it DUNCH, they're gonna, jump right to the, oh, well, why didn't you call it Linner?
Yeah, this is DUNCH Linner edition.
Yeah.
So that's what's your...
Or Linner brought to you by DUNCH.
Yeah. But basically, so here's the spiel here.
Give us the shtick.
The shtick?
I'll
give you the shtick. All right? This is episode 1. However, it is technically episode 9.
Okay.
Episode 1 was lost to the sands of time.
Lost forever.
Because I messed up.
Jet, yeah.
So
he's just not good at things.
So, okay. But we've kind of evolved our dynamic. This is what it turns into, right? This is the labor of love has turned into this. This is our format.
Yeah.
This is how we go. This is just a disclaimer for those of you who are new, maybe listening on our new Anchor FM distributed places such as Spotify and whatnot. Yeah.
We're going to be on Spotify like a real podcast.
Exactly. That's all.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
To validate our podcast, I probably should stop comparing us to a real podcast. That's maybe step number one.
No, what's actually the podcast you think we're closest to? Because I don't listen to a lot of podcasts.
What's the podcast? I mean, our style is sort of like a Ben Shapiro podcast, very informational, lots of politics.
Yeah. So here's some reference there.
Yeah.
We usually record live on the radio, and
Jen, I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
Let's say, hypothetically, that it was neither dinner time nor lunchtime. Now, if you use logic, which the other side won't do, if you use logic, you're going to know that it's DUNCH time. But nobody is brave enough to admit that.
That's true.
Was that a good Ben Shapiro impression?
I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know what he sounds like.
Oh.
I just see his tweets and
He
then
sounds
kind of
like
I don't really care about this guy.
You can't hear his voice through his tweets?
Yeah. I don't listen to his voice. But I would listen to his voice if Ben Shapiro would sponsor us. So we're always looking for more sponsors.
The Daily Wire will not sponsor us.
Well, I'm not asking for the Daily Wire.
You're asking for Ben specifically.
Yeah,
Like
specifically.
his family or just him?
Just Ben.
Just Ben?
Yeah. I'm sure he makes
All
money.
right, Ben, you heard it here first. You got to crack into the mic, baby. You got to give him that good
I
ASMR.
want my fingernails.
Give him the ASMR podcast.
Can you hold the microphone?
Yeah.
As he reaches for the tea. Come on, Razzleberry.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, you heard it here.
That's a
I can't
Razzleberry Peace Tea.
Razzleberry Peace Tea.
Yeah.
Tons of alcohol in it, right, Jet?
Mm-hmm.
Tons of underage drinking. It's just going on in this room all the time. Rails and rails of Coke. Okay, well, that's going to... Our listeners are not going to enjoy that.
I'm trying to build up a sound effects library. So
We're just anything we need. We're going to come back into DUNCH and...
what if that's the censorship sound?
People would get real tired of that.
Yeah,
you know what? We could make the censorship sound. You were doing some Among Us impression last night.
Oh, yeah, no. So I do this killer Among Us impression, right?
And by killer, he means you will want to end your own life after hearing it.
Yeah, this is when you log into the game. This is what this sounds like. Beep boop. Oh,
Okay, you messed it up.
I got one more time.
What do you think?
okay?
Are we going to let him get one more shot at
One
it,
more
listeners?
shot. Come on, listeners.
Pause the podcast right now and say either yes or no. Okay, I guess we'll give him another shot.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys
If you
all
didn't
said
say
yes.
anything, get it together, start participating. Thank you.
Yeah, but if you did say something, you're stupid. We can't hear you. So
No, I can hear him. I can feel our listeners.
yeah, and if you said no, if you actually said no, like obviously you're the minority here, and that's we don't support you.
Are you saying DUNCH's official stance is that we don't support minorities?
That's my
Oh, geez. We might want to stray away from that. I like this, though. Honestly, I like not being on the air somewhat. I obviously like the thrill of being live and on the air and everything, but when we're, just hanging out in your dorm, the FCC's not breathing down our back,
Yeah, now it's Anchor.
Oh, do they have a lot of guidelines and stuff?
I'm not sure. I should look up a sponsorship script.
Well, we should find out what rules they have, and then through the next Linner episodes, we will set out to break all of them.
Okay. And disclaimer, that was a joke. I support minorities.
Okay, so this is, this isn't the first one we've recorded. We've been doing this for, 9 weeks?
9 weeks?
Yeah.
Yes, 9 weeks.
Somewhere around there, sure.
We're pretty experienced.
Yeah, I'd say we're kind of, we're podcast elites now. I think we're solidified in history as probably the number one podcast of all time.
Oh, definitely.
I'd say. I think, are we having Rogan on next week?
Rogan?
Yeah,
Probably.
Seth Rogen, not Joe.
Well, can we just combine them together?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Drogan?
Ooh, okay. Who was it? Probably won't say his name, but a buddy from high school had a killer Seth Rogen impression.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good.
How many
That's
people
it.
did he kill?
What?
You said it was a killer, Seth Rogen.
Oh, no, it's not like your impressions. Like, you actually want to hear his, you know?
Oh, of course. I mean, he's a murderer. Like, I want to know all about him.
All right, guy, it's the peanut gallery. Don't you? Okay, the peanut gallery, let me just say, that phrase needs to come back.
Why?
You've heard that phrase before, right?
I have.
It's like you're
What's the true meaning
you're
of it?
busting the chop. I don't know. We should look it up.
Okay, so
And by that I mean look it up, Jet.
No,
I'm filling time.
I think that's actually the first question here.
You talk
What
to
is a peanut gallery? Wrong answers only.
What is a peanut? Okay. So a peanut gallery is when you go to Texas Roadhouse
Okay.
and you can throw your peanut shells on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. So they got to have somebody who's coming in there and sweeping them up, right?
Yeah.
Well, everybody thinks he's just throwing them in the dumpster. Really, he's going back and he's using Gorilla Glue and he's shaping them into popular culture and political figures and making these just crude sculptures. And you can go look at them in the peanut gallery.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of imagining like one of the exhibits is just a peanut shell taped to the wall.
I mean, let me tell you this. The Princess Diana one, yeesh.
Oh,
Is that, how long ago am I allowed to make that joke?
I'm not sure. Oh well, you made it anyway.
That was, yeah, it's, I mean, technically we could cut it. That's the thing is I can get a little bit bolder with what I say on here.
Yeah.
Because I'm not worried about
It's a Linner edition.
the
so.
FCC. Yeah, it's Linner. We thought about calling it Dunch After Hours. But I think I like Linner.
Okay.
I don't know. What about you?
I'd say so.
So this is the first one that's going to show up for our listeners.
This is episode 1, which is actually episode 9. Don't
But-
get it confused with episode 8 because there's the missing episode in the sequence that is already there, but we did make an episode 1 already. So
And-
this is technically this would still be episode 9.
But you sure as hell can't mix it up with episode 2, which is called the pilot.
Yes, episode 2 is the pilot. All right?
Because we lost episode 1 to the sands of time because Jet's bad at his job. So now, 9 weeks later, we are recording episode 1.
Yeah, so the second episode 1 is not episode 2, but episode 9.
Make sense?
In a nutshell,
Makes-
that's in the peanut gallery. So,
All right. So did you tell me what the peanut gallery was in your mind?
oh, well, sometimes, you need to test out a firearm, right? So,
Let me just say,
you kind of
incredible opener. I am
kinda-
hooked.
you kind of just go to that corner of Walmart where they got all the bags of peanuts and you just start.
I thought you meant the corner of Walmart with all the guns, which we do have because we're in South Dakota.
Really? Do they not have guns? And
I wouldn't imagine so.
you can't just go to Cali and just go to a Walmart with a bunch of guns?
No.
Really?
I'm fairly certain that you can't. I'm not really brushed up on my gun control laws in the different states, but
Yeah, I'm not really an expert on Walmart, but,
in the different states.
just Walmart in general.
I'm talking about gas, water, or not water. Listen to me over here.
Jeez, what is wrong
I have
with
to
you?
take a biolab. I don't know when I'm. Oh, I still forgot to register. I got to register today, so I'll probably do that after this priority.
Yeah. Jackson,
Yeah.
car accident?
Oh, should we explain for the first time listeners?
It's a format. Like the
Yeah,
actual
the format. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, here's what we've been doing. We've been kind of just taking questions and answering them. Usually the questions are from ourselves, but
Oftentimes they're from ourselves. Sometimes they're from our friends. We have a couple friends who give very good questions.
hey, all right, you find us on Anchor, right? You look up Dunch on Anchor. Dunch in all caps, DUNCH. All right, you can find the link to our YouTube or the link to our Instagram, and either.
Turn off your phone. You're in a
God,
podcast.
that's so embarrassing.
Guy, come on.
Dude,
Now we're going to have to
It's my first episode, but it's actually episode 9.
We're going to have to scrap this whole thing
No.
because Jet doesn't know how to be professional.
I know how to be professional.
That is disgusting, and I kind of can't wait to hear it on the recording.
Oh, people are just going to be cringing every time I drink my raspberry peace tea.
Well, this is going to be the last time that you're drinking your raspberry peace tea
Why?
because I'm kicking you off the podcast.
Oh,
It's going to be just me. I'm gonna still try and like have this witty banter, that we provide, but there's gonna be nobody on the other end.
what
It's
if
just
I-
gonna kind of be like, so, do you ever have a favorite toy as a kid?
Me?
Oh my gosh. See, he's just out here ruining bits. I held the hand up in your face to tell you not to talk because I was giving this example.
Sorry, I didn't hear you do that. You should have said something. Here, can we take it back? Can we try it again?
Oh my gosh.
Just, I
All
need a
right,
second
no,
chance.
let's just get into the questions. So we take questions and we just talk about them. That's pretty much all we do. And if that leads us down an entertaining rabbit trail, then we'll keep talking about that. If
Rabbit
not,
hole.
then you don't say rabbit trail?
You're going to get attacked.
Why?
Rabbit hole is the proper way to say it.
I think rabbit trail works.
I mean, it comes across right, but it's wrong.
I feel like, okay, now you got me confused because I feel like I've been saying that all my life.
It's down the rabbit hole because I think it's a Alice in Wonderland thing.
Next thing,
Right?
next thing I know, you're gonna tell me it's Cashew Museum instead of Peanut Gallery. Cashew Museum.
Treat
Oh!
that exhibit.
Is that we should call this one the Cashew Museum?
Cashew Museum. All right.
Title for the episode,
Title
maybe.
for the episode.
We'll see where it goes. If we come up with something better, then we'll take that.
Yeah. All right. So let's lay it out really quick here. We got to summarize what the format is. We've gotten to about 14 minutes. We've kind of teased at it, but we've never done a good explanation of it.
Okay, hit it, because
All
I'm
right.
gonna try and find my water. I can't find my
All
water.
right. He's got to find his water. But basically,
Found it.
awesome. Dunch. All right. Dunch. Talk show. We answer questions usually, and we'll go down a rabbit hole.
Trail
All right.
or trail, depending on what happens.
Yeah, we'll go down, just do tangents. We've been kind of leaning towards doing more and more tangents rather than so many questions because, that's where more creativity is going to be birthed. And one thing you're going to realize in these next few episodes is because we record it live on the radio, you're going to be here. Okay, stop flexing. Because you hear us live on the radio, on that radio, all right? Because you hear us on the radio, I'm just watching Jackson and repeating myself.
Dude, I cut a new gym tee today, and I'm flexing.
Usually we call them tank tops when they don't have sleeves.
It's a gym tee.
Okay,
That's what I've always called them.
okay.
You
But
take
anyway,
you take a t-shirt, and you
Gosh.
cut the sleeves off at an angle.
Jackson,
Yeah.
you ruined the explanation. I have to start all over.
Start all over, baby.
No, I'm not going to start over.
No.
No, but yeah, we answer these questions, and usually when you hear us live on the radio, or just one that was recorded live on the radio, you're going to be hearing us saying back to the music, and then it goes right back in. Why? Because I just usually, I don't know, I'm a little bit lazy with the editing.
Yeah.
could-
The campus radio station that we work for, do you want to tell them the tagline and then our little addition to it?
Oh, yeah. The tagline, the official tagline is 89.1, 90.7 The Buzz, where music comes first.
And then I always say, except for when we're talking, because we're more important than any band you could ever play on the radio. I'm talking, it's my time to talk. Let me talk on the radio. I'm a diva.
Yeah, that's usually what he says.
Yep.
If he doesn't say all of it, it's usually implied. The listeners get it and they send in a complaint.
They do. We get hate mail on the weekly, death threats, and I just got a brick through my my dorm window last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome that we've just been spending the night in the radio station with the door locked.
Yeah, we have. We've
racking
boarded it up like
fines.
Call of Duty zombies. We've boarded it all up.
I've been saying hell on the radio over and over again just to rack up fines.
Yeah, we can't even do minor swears on the radio, which,
Yeah. Can't get political.
nope.
No. So when you find the Linner edition, all right, we are free.
We're going to be a little unhinged, all right?
Yeah.
It's like, what's it to you, guy?
Man, it only took us about 16 and a half minutes to come up with something real to say.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
We've been saying real stuff this whole episode, Jed.
They're going to listen to this and they're going to be so upset. They're going to be like, wow, why did I even try and listen to this
Guys,
podcast?
It's probably way late to be saying this, but if you're still listening here, that means you at least have a glimmer of hope that you might enjoy the rest of the show. You won't. So probably no.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. If you're listening here, because we have such a loose format and it sort of varies episode to episode, if this episode isn't for you, just give another one a shot. It might be for you.
Yeah. Plus, we haven't done a Linner before, all right? So
Yeah.
episode 1 and episode 2 might be our worst episodes that we have, but this is technically episode 9, just to remind you that.
I think
So-
I'm kind of liking Linner.
Kind of liking Linner?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm liking it too. I'm just afraid, you know? I don't want to break the rules that we have at the normal radio. I can say a bad word if I want to.
Could you?
I could say heck. I mean, I'll censor that.
All right,
I'll
fella.
censor
Maybe
with like the F word.
if Jet didn't. Wait. So you're gonna censor the word heck, with
Fudge.
I was gonna say fugue for tin horns. Is that a song?
I have no clue.
That sounds like, I don't know why my mind just pulled that up. Fill time. I'm gonna find out if that's a song, Jet.
All right. Well, usually we like to make a little list of questions called the DUNCH archives. It's not like open, so I don't know why we call it archives.
Oh, that's why I know that. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay.
So stupid.
Just
Did I just make the mic peak? That looks kind of bad on the thing.
It'll be fine. I'll just normalize it.
Sorry
so
if
everything else is exactly as loud as that.
Okay, sorry if I just blew out the speakers in your car, guys. I know that because it's from Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls.
Yeah.
Tell us more about Guys and Dolls.
Well,
Jackson.
let me see. Got cast as Nathan Detroit, and my girlfriend was playing Adelaide. And if you don't know the show, they're together. And then I don't know, something, I forget the name of it. Crap. Heck. Will you just censor all those with the F word?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Which F word?
Fugue for tin horns.
Yeah. We have yet to swear.
Yeah, I know. This is kind of
Other than
impressive,
hell,
actually.
We've said hell.
Yeah.
All
Yay!
hell
So
broke loose
We're
on
bad boys.
on
I can't remember the name of it, though.
Really?
Corona. That's what it's called. The virus just frigged up the whole show, and we didn't get to do it, and we got kicked out of school, and I didn't really have the rest of my senior year. But honestly, I feel so bad. I feel like this year's seniors are getting it worse than we were.
Yeah.
I threw myself that pity party. I tell you what, I sat in my room, and I was pretty sad. I was taking all the highlight tape out of my libretto or script. If you're uneducated in theater, geez, no, I'm just kidding. We're both theater kids, so I'm sorry. We know we're insufferable. Just laying that out.
I mean, I don't have as many problems as this guy.
Yeah. Well, he also didn't have as many leads. Oh, get fronked, guy.
Just to make myself feel a little better, Jackson, can we talk about the car accident?
Yeah. So, let's see. Which one? Do you want the one where I was also in a car or the one where I wasn't?
Oh, thank God you got more than one. That makes me feel even better.
That's crazy. My mom said the same thing after the second one. Just kidding. Sorry, Mom. I don't know if she'll listen to Linner.
I don't know. I'm also sorry. I did not mean to make that rude remark.
No, it was funny. I liked it. So which one do you want?
Which one do I want?
They're both pretty funny.
Probably the one where you weren't in the car.
All right, baby. So let me set the scene. It's a Wednesday, and I'm in 5th grade. Actually, it was 12-12-12, which I think is kind of interesting, kind of spooky-wooky, kind of freaky. We're recording this on Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
Ooh. Just kidding, that means nothing. So, it's 12-12-12, and I'm in 5th grade, and I'm walking to school with a CD player. This is going to date this story like a lot. With a CD player and Skull Candy earbuds. What am I listening to? A Skrillex CD. Let's go. So I'm listening to Bangarang and I'm having a really good time, and I go to cross the street, and a minivan just comes and like it runs on my foot, so it's on my foot, and it also bumped me back. So as it's holding my foot down, I fall back and I feel a little pop in my ankle there. And then I somehow get up and I'm like banging on the window. I'm like, you're on my foot, you know, I'm doing whatever. And meanwhile, so the way that our elementary school is set up, it's right next to our middle school. My mother had just gotten done dropping my sister off at the middle school. And so she pretty much got a front row seat. The streets were right next to each other. She got a front row seat to watch her son just get god palmed by this car. It was on my foot for about 12 seconds, and it kind of crushed it, and it popped all the blood vessels in my foot, and they all bubbled up and rose to the top and stained the inside of my skin, so my left foot is still a little bit purple.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of epic. And then I just went home from college a couple weeks ago, and I had never really been there when they were getting out of school around there, because I was always in high school and I wouldn't make it back until later. But it was really interesting to see a crossing guard that I knew I was directly responsible for. Directly. Because there was a crossing guard right where I got hit, giving kids the old rigmarole. Pretty interesting, huh?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most haunted house? Or what is the
What's
question the most haunted your house has ever felt?
Sorry, guys. I was on heroin when I wrote that.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely like legible and readable, but I messed it up.
So I think we should go back and take some of the questions that we haven't answered on air before in Linner, because I know people might want to hear their questions that they've given us. Also, this is a good story. I might share this one here and on air just because it's kind of a fun little story.
Maybe we should save it for on air so people know that episode 10, you can catch that cool story, you know?
Frig! Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
no, that works.
I have to censor that.
That
now.
works.
You can't say frig.
Censor it with the F word.
Which one?
Phalange.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Hit me with a question from way back when. Sometimes we're just rambling and babbling, and we don't hit every question for every episode. So we probably have some that are saved up from way long ago. Jet's going to completely blindside me with them.
I'm so scared. I remember there was one for sure. It was, what was it? Something about Christy Nome.
Oh.
Yeah. We're from South Dakota, by the way.
Yeah.
So
if you're also from South Dakota,
doesn't she just suck? I mean,
I mean, I'm not getting all political on here.
Yeah. I mean, she is
a
suck. Person.
Oh, okay. I got
Man, way to get political.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
She is suck. Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Now I have to censor that.
What F word are you gonna use?
S word.
What S word?
Yeah.
Sympathetic peristalsis. I guess that's 2 words.
I'm not gonna censor.
Or wait, is it
this.
pandactylation or peristalsis?
I don't know what these.
Jet, is it pandactylation or peristalsis?
Pandactylation.
Pandactylation is swallowing, right? But peristalsis, if I'm even pronouncing that right, is sympathetic peristalsis, if I'm correct in remembering this, is the name for like when I yawn and then you feel like you have to yawn. It's like the medical name.
I couldn't tell you, man.
Or like when you yawn or sneeze and then I throw up on the carpet.
I still have a stain from that.
Yeah,
it's kind of
sorry.
annoying. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, here's a good question.
Okay.
Would you rather lose your toes but be able to do any math problem, or lose an eye but Neil deGrasse Tyson replaces it with his spit?
I remember that one. Toes, get out of here, man.
Really?
Yeah. If I could do any math problem, my life would feel so much easier because math is like my biggest stressor in school. I just do not have math brain. Can't do it, dude.
I mean,
And
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really want Neil deGrasse Tyson to spit in my...
Neil deGrasse
eye hole.
Tyson, he's an attractive man, objectively.
I'm just not sure my eye's going to heal right.
He's been around, right? And that's totally valid. Neil deGrasse Tyson, attractive man. He's been around. I don't know what the guy might have some diseases, all right? That's all I'm saying. Gonna leave it at that.
Jackson,
What?
did we do the Would You Colonize Mars?
I don't think we ever did. Would I colonize Mars? I think the question was, would you colonize Mars if you couldn't ever come back?
Ah, yeah.
It's such a hard one because it's like, yes, your name is going to be solidified in history forever, but also, what if you mess something up? Like, what if you royally fork something up?
I think that'd be so funny.
No, just to set us back years and years.
Yeah, I'd be known as the guy that ruined the Mars mission, you know?
Just for the bit,
Yeah.
for the joke.
Like, I'd be the ultimate troll.
Would you?
Like, yeah. I'd be like, get trolled, USNA.
And then you would
No.
open the hatch and like everybody would just fly out. No,
Yeah,
that wouldn't happen if there
I
was.
would make
there's
the
no
Among
space
Us
out
sound. The beep boop.
All right,
There we go.
That time I liked it. I'll be honest. That time I was into it. That time.
Thank you. Thank you. I really tried my best.
So short answer. In a word. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
In 2 words. Sure, maybe. So if that's not a good answer for you, I don't know what you want out of me.
Okay. I would have to say...
In 3 words. I didn't say the 3 words were coming right now.
Please shut up.
Okay, sorry, what is your answer to this?
My answer is yes. I would
Yeah?
do it.
Really?
Yeah. I'd love the idea of that. Now, I was talking to you about this. I think it'd be super cool to be sent on like a mission kind of like what was in Interstellar,
Okay.
where you have no promise of getting back.
Why?
I don't know.
You would want that?
I wouldn't mind doing it. I think that would be super cool to experience that. Would it be really boring? Probably over some time? Yeah. But, I mean, just to do something like, say, get sent on a spaceship just with no way of coming back, just to, like, photograph and take, like, some of the most legendary photographs of all time. Like, that would be so cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
yeah. But is that worth leaving everything?
Is that worth leaving everything?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, here's an interesting
I
question.
couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you until I'm on there.
You get to take one person with, and it can't be a person that you know.
I wouldn't take anyone with me.
You get to.
I have to?
You have to.
Have to?
Yeah. But it can't be a person that you know. So you can't say your girlfriend or your mom or your cat.
Like,
Who are you taking?
no one I know personally?
Yeah.
I should just take someone really important with me.
Like who?
Like Elon Musk.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, or some like entertainment, you know?
Some entertainment. Who are you bringing for entertainment?
Who would I bring? Oh my gosh. I can't. Like, would I want to bring like a musician, but like not have an instrument for them? You know,
It's like acapella.
like
now.
Give me Kenny G.
Kenny G, but with no saxophone, just because you want to braid his hair.
Yeah, no, give him like a snare drum. See what he does.
That's pretty funny. Well, you could bring is Stevie Wonder still alive?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
You could tell him to take pictures.
I've never seen the guy, but neither is he. So.
You tell him to take pictures for you. Did you know he's not like actually 100% blind? You know, because you can be called legally blind. You don't have to be.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I guess we always just think, oh, this person's blind. All they're seeing is black. But no, he's probably still seeing like shapes, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, could he figure out which one's Jupiter though? Like,
there's like a huge conspiracy actually that he's not actually blind. And there's some video where, like, I don't know if something drops or somebody's doing something behind him and he turns around a couple times, like, I guess looks at him. I don't know if I believe that, though.
I mean, you could just, like, take a wild guess.
I'm just saying, yeah, no, there are people out there who think.
Dang.
Huh.
Wow.
Okay, so you want to know who I would bring
Who would you bring?
on the mission? Phil Swift.
Phil Swift.
Yeah, do you know who that is?
Of course I know.
The Flex Seal
guy.
Yeah, Flex Seal. And then, like, we're going to be almost returning, and my wife and my kids and my grandkids that I've never met, they can't wait to see me. I'm a national hero. And then from behind me, it starts getting really vacuumy, like the vacuum of space. And I hear Phil go, I sawed this shuttle in half. And then that is what you make it, you know?
Yeah.
No, but
He's just trying to patch it up with tape. He's like, oh crap, oh crap.
You could do it.
I mean, yeah, I bet you could.
You
but-
could absolutely do it. Let's get Flex Seal to sponsor us.
Phil Swift.
Phil Swift,
Next
come
episode.
on the podcast, dude.
Yes, please.
That would be incredible.
But Jackson,
What?
since we're on the topic of drinks such as Flex Seal,
Okay. I like it.
if your body didn't depend on water, what would you drink and why?
What would I drink and why?
Like,
And-
I'm guessing that means, like, if your body had to depend on a different drink.
Oh,
other than
I gotcha.
water.
So it's got to be something that's readily accessible.
Yeah, I mean, in this day and age, I'm picking Diet Coke. Of course I'm picking Diet Coke.
That's going to get expensive.
I don't care.
I mean, you already only drink Diet Coke.
Yeah, I've... there's been a few days in my life where I only drank Diet Coke and did not drink water.
Oh my gosh, fella. I'm scared for your health.
You should be.
And you feel fine?
I feel fine. I feel great. Probably because I have a caffeine addiction and I really need it.
Sure.
I mean, I'm drinking fluids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, like, even though they say that that'll dehydrate you,
Mm-hmm.
probably because it's got sodium in it or whatnot, it's still, like, a liquid. I feel like it's going to do something for you, you know?
I don't...
If you were in the middle of a desert and you hadn't drank for, like, a week, all right? And then you were given a Diet Coke, I feel like that could keep you going for at least a little bit. And I don't think it's thriving, like, when having, you know, plenty of water, but, you know, it's surviving.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't justify it. It's not like a superfood or anything like that, but
By no means is Diet Coke a superfood.
it's a survival food.
It's also shouldn't be that. Let's see. What am I depending on? If water isn't what I need. I'm trying to think of the most readily, like the second most readily accessible thing.
Smart water.
Maybe milk, I guess.
Yeah, milk would be very...
Milk, because I assume these drinks still have effects on your body. Like Diet Coke is still going to give you caffeine, and milk's still going to give you calcium, and motor oil is still just going to taste so yummy.
Yeah. Dude, diesel? Ooh.
It's kind of tangy, but you're into it, you know?
Yeah.
That's my thoughts on drinking diesel. Hit us in the comments, guys. What are your thoughts on drinking diesel?
Yeah. You ever just, like, chug, like... See how much diesel you can drink, you know? You're like, hey, put $10 on pump 5.
It's a time-honored tradition. 4th of July, the diesel chug.
It's like, chug, chug, chug.
7-Eleven does a bring-your-own-container free diesel day.
Yeah. Nah, dude, just straight out of the nozzle, you just butt chug it.
Do you think Dunch could start doing on-location videos for our viewers? Because I think we should do that.
Diesel butt chugging?
Maybe not butt chugging. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Man.
But I'll do a diesel chug with you.
Okay.
Diesel chug, but it has to be in a propane factory.
I gotcha.
Is diesel flammable? No. Gas is flammable. Science. This is an educational podcast.
For those of you who are wondering, yes, diesel is flammable.
I think I'm the only one wondering.
Diesel, I mean, if it wasn't flammable, it probably wouldn't be used as gas.
It's true.
All right. I came up with this one today.
Okay.
Would you ever participate in a Hunger Games fight to the death for $1 million?
For $1 million? It depends. It all depends on who I'm fighting against.
Does it really depend on who you're fighting against or how old you are? How old would you want to be to do that, I guess? Because you sound interested.
I mean, okay, here's...
Because I'm putting this together. This is a real thing.
I'm sorry, huh?
No.
And the winner gets all the diesel they want.
Yeah, as long as they sign a waiver.
Okay, so here's the thing. My biggest factor is who am I fighting against?
Who are you fighting against?
Because you put me in there with a Navy SEAL,
No, I'm putting you in
and
there.
I'm dead
I'm putting
immediately.
I imagine you're just fighting literally people that are basically equal to you. Like, we're talking other college students.
Well, Jed, I'm built different.
Yeah, well, you built the same as these guys.
Okay. Well, here's the thing: is I hunt and I can shoot. I think pretty well. I would be practicing and stuff, but you got to take into account how much sheer luck can go into those things, because you can be doing just about everything right, and you can still just on and off chance get murked, you know,
Yeah.
and then it's all over.
Here's another thing too. You do you remember, like, in the movies, they would have to try and get sponsors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Flex Seal.
your people skills before it goes, yeah, you get your Flex Seal sponsor. They get you a turducken Flex Seal together.
What?
Right? I don't know. They gave, like, Katniss some hemorrhoid cream. I don't know. I forget exactly what
I
it was.
couldn't tell you. I didn't watch the movie.
Yeah. Only read the book.
Yeah.
It wasn't very clear on what she got.
I cannot read. I am illiterate. So
Yeah.
that's kind of insensitive of you. If we could stop talking about books, that'd be
I
great.
think it was bean dip.
They gave her bean dip?
Yeah, she had a burn, so she
Just-
needed to rub some bean dip in there. No, but
Just smoosh some bean dip into there. Are we talking pinto or black?
Pinto.
Oh, all right.
Pinto bean dip.
I've heard that has amazing medical properties.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, what? As opposed to black bean dip?
Are you kidding me? Black bean dip? You're going to try and use black bean dip to fix your amputated leg. No, that's for pinto beans. Get it together. Should I be in medical school right now?
Yeah.
Short answer, yes. In a word? No, I'm just kidding.
In a word? Yes.
Yeah.
In 2 words?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yes.
All right, you got another question for me, Bucko? Or I'm sorry, did you want to answer? Are you doing it?
I would definitely do it.
Really?
I wouldn't want to do it till I'm older, though.
Like how old? Because you got to think, the older you are, the worse you're probably going to be.
I know, but if everyone else is as old as me, if I'm like 50 years old, sure.
You're capping it at 50.
Just saying.
Have you ever seen the fight from Up?
Oh,
That old man fight? These guys are ruthless.
yeah.
I'm just saying. It's
Do
food for thought.
you remember that one guy that was going up to take his mailbox and then he just, like, RKO's him with a stick?
Okay, you're right. If you're putting me in there with Carl, no chance I'm getting out of there. Okay, interesting question. Battle Royale. Let's say, is Up Pixar? Or is that just Disney?
Disney Pixar.
Is
It's
it?
combined, right?
Well, yeah, but there's like just Disney movies and then there's Pixar movies.
I think it's a Pixar as well.
Okay. Pixar character Battle Royale. Who's coming out with the dub?
Ooh. You mean, like, specifically from Up, or?
No. Every Pixar character.
That's a lot of characters.
I know. Who's coming out with the dub?
I mean, Andy kind of has like this little army,
Okay.
you know,
Well,
toys.
I'm thinking all of those, they're individual characters.
Yeah.
So like Stinky Pete, he's going in there, he's cleaning house, baby.
Oh, what is it? Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom, voiced by Keanu Reeves.
I thought it was voiced by John Wick.
Yep, you know what? You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
Duke Kaboom. Do you think Duke Kaboom is coming out with the dub?
Duke Kaboom is coming out with the dub. You don't really see him coming till he's knocking your teeth out.
Okay,
You know?
word. I'm gonna have to put my money on. You remember the librarian from Monsters University?
Oh my goodness. Unfair, dude.
It's
Unfair.
not. She's a Pixar character.
Give me Randall.
Give you Randall because I guess
was afraid of him.
he could blend in.
Yeah, you won't even see him till he's knocking your teeth out.
That's true. Yeah, no, I mean Carl, he's making it to the top 5. You gotta think, because he really did. He domed that guy who was trying to touch his mailbox.
I mean, you said it's a battle royale, so obviously it's a Fortnite-esque game. So
Yeah.
he's definitely, his focus is he's getting to the zone, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what he is in the movie. He's getting to the zone.
Sure. Coming in on the battle bus, he has flying experience.
Yeah.
Who's calling you?
It's my mom.
Oh my
I think it's
gosh.
time for me to go.
Jeez. Do you actually have to leave? Jet's leaving me for the whole weekend, and I'm just going to be hanging out doing nothing.
Well, I mean, you can sit and stare at the wall.
Oh, we're recording on Jet's MacBook, and so I can see a little notification that says "Mommy."
Yeah, you could accept it and talk to her, but please don't.
We should have your mom on the podcast. The mom interview.
The mom interview.
I want to
Episode
hear.
1 featuring mom.
I want to hear the most embarrassing story from your childhood.
Most embarrassing story
Yeah.
from my childhood.
I mean, not right now. I want to
That'll
hear it
come
from.
with time.
Yeah, no, I want to hear it from your mom. Well, geez, are we winding down? If Jet's got to go, we probably have to wind down. We got to what? 43 minutes, 25 seconds. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been the first episode of Linner. If you're hearing this for the first time, go check out some of our other episodes. DUNCH, that's our on-air show here on the campus of Black Hills State University.
Yeah.
And thank you for listening. Check out our stuff. Check out our Instagram. Check out our YouTube. That should be linked on our Anchor page. Thanks for listening. Let's see. What else? Formalities. If you have me on anything, you can send questions. You can DM them to our Instagram. Let's see. Thank you for listening. Have I mentioned that yet?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you as a listener. And, hey, you? Yeah, yep. I'm talking to you. You know who you
Yeah,
are. Thank you
you.
for listening.
Mhm.
We appreciate it. Hang on, I'm going to read the text from Jet's mom. I can
Oh.
see him on his laptop. All right. Well, we got to go, guys. Jet's bailing out on
Actually,
me. What?
I don't have to go quite yet.
Well, I just gave a whole outro.
Okay, well, maybe we should go and I can censor
I guess.
everything.
All right, get ready for it, guys, because this is Linner coming at you.
Leonard,
Woo!
that's what we do.
What do I press? The one that deletes it all?
No, you just click the trackpad. Bye forever.
Bye forever, guys.